Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your reading for the week of May 17th. We're going to just jump right in here, Libra. And I'm going to just do a I almost just said a flea throw, but we're going to do a free flow style reading. So I'm just going to see what comes up here for you this week. And that'll be that. If you're wondering, I am using the Tarot of the Mystical Moments as well. So that is the deck that I'm using. On top of that, make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what is going on for you at this time, Libra. Libra, I'm pretty sure that it was you that I recently did a reading for, and I was saying that it looks like it might have been your mid-monthly reading. And I was saying something about you kind of like stepping through a portal, and you have the World, the Two of Wands, and the Four of Wands. All three of these cards to me can represent stepping through a portal or kind of like going through that type of change. You start off here with the release card, so I do feel for some of you, you're letting something go here. We're going to take a look and see what it is that you are releasing at this time here in this first row position. But it does look like you're releasing something with this energy. I would say it's totally worth it. Whatever you're releasing is worth it. Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Two of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Four of Wands, Knight of Swords. I feel like this is saying that, if you have been stalled out, whatever you're releasing is going to speed up your life. Things are going to start moving forward a lot faster as well. With that Knight of Wands, I'm getting like two words, I should say two phrases popping into my head here, Libra. I'm getting like waiting for results, receiving results, like very, very quickly over here. So whatever release this is, it's almost like you're, I guess the best way that I could say this is that it's almost like you're pulling up anchor on a ship and you're starting to move forward very quickly with this Knight of Swords. Like I said, this is very rapid changes. Knight of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune is changes happening very quickly. But again, you're going to have to release something with this release card. You have the Queen of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the World card here. I would say that in a lot of ways that this is very astrological, if that is even a word, Libra. But what I would say here is that I do feel a lot of people are going through this like maturing process, I would say, and that's what this first row looks like to me here, Libra, is that you are going through a process of like maturing or maturity. And, that's really what I see. So, to me, it is popping into my head as a challenge. I'm not going to sugarcoat this first row here. I do feel that this is a little bit challenging. You could be thinking a lot about the past with the Six of Cups here. The Six of Cups can represent innocence and nostalgia, but it's kind of like you thinking about the past. The World, to me, is a good card, of course, Libra, but to me, it can also represent kind of going through a birthing process. And it kind of says like you're stuck in the squeeze or you're going through a transformation, and that transformation could be like a little bit uncomfortable because again you're being like squozed. Is that a word, Libra? I don't know, but it's like you're being squozed out. Something is squeezing you out, right? The other side. So you're kind of in this period where you might be feeling some restrictions, but I don't think it's really restrictions. I think it's the universe trying to get you to pop out the other side, right? And that's like what's going on here. The Six of Cups, I feel, to me, I would call this a big picture reading. Whenever I have like two portal cards, especially it's two really strong ones, I do consider the Two of Wands to be kind of a portal as well, because we'll talk about this in a minute, but he's holding the world she is holding the world in her hands here. But these two cards here, the World and the Four of Wands, to me are major portal cards, stepping through a portal and going through some sort of change. But with the Six of Cups there, it can be like thinking, and what I was trying to say is that this, to me, says that this reading is more of a big picture reading. It's more about your whole entire life, not just one thing. And the Six of Cups can represent kind of thinking like about how things used to be in your life. Sometimes I think we can go through something where we do maybe receive an improvement, maybe we start making more money or something like that. But then we think back to all the times when things were like a lot easier, when we didn't have a lot of money and, all this other stuff. So I feel like that's the kind of like the nostalgia that is popping up here. I feel like that Queen of Swords energy is just you. And what I will say here with the the Queen of Swords is that she, on this card here in this deck, it's kind of like she has a a telescope here, and she's looking towards the future. To me, this is one of those things where it's like you see the future. At this time, it's like you're getting a glimpse of the future here, Libra, and that's probably why you're moving in this direction. Seven of Cups, you're seeing, it's like you see all the options at your disposal. The Wheel of Fortune is your destiny. It is the life you are destined to live. So in a lot of ways, this to me is kind of like you moving closer towards your destiny, or you realizing that there's maybe a piece of your life that you want to, kind of be part of your life story or whatever. And that's kind of like the energy that I'm getting here, Libra. Let's keep going. You have the moon. Like I said, I was definitely getting challenged in this first row. The challenge is just thinking about the past. The moon is uncertainty. Again, I mean, I talk about this all the time. To me, in the astrology, there is a lot going on in the astrology that is basically saying, like, where you are right now is comfortable. Two of Wands. Two of Wands is needing to leave a comfort zone. But there's a lot of stuff in the astrology that's like, hey, where you are is comfortable. It's like, do you want to just be comfortable, or are you, like, willing to go experience something new? And that's the moon card. The moon is basically saying you have a lot of dreams, wishes, goals, fantasies. You're probably doing a lot of fantasizing about your life with the Seven of Cups and the moon card. To me, that's a lot of fantasy. The challenge is, like, how do we bring these fantasies down to earth? The World card, right? And the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is not a good answer, because the Ten of Wands just says hard work, right? So obviously you're going to have to do some work to manifest these, your dreams into reality. Clearly, I have a feeling this reading is going to give us plenty more details, like over here, on like exactly what you need to do. For one, moving on to the next row here, I feel like you need to keep daydreaming. I feel like you need to kind of allow your imagination to run wild at this time, because I feel like that's how you're going to kind of like see how things are possible. Like, look, the Queen of Swords, again, she has her telescope out here. She's looking at the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is work, and hard work at that. So it's almost like you are seeing the work that needs to be done. I would keep imagining, I would keep thinking and daydreaming with this thinker card. She's like on this pedestal, or, I don't know what that is, but she's like on this step here. There's like a bigger step right here, Libra, that she needs to get up to here on this card. If it, I don't know why it went out of focus, but anyway, she has that bigger step that she wants to get to there. So I feel like, again, you're seeing that there's something a little bit better. I feel like some of you could be a little bit bored as well at this time. And so it's like if you're working on something here, like a job or business, and it's boring you, I feel like you need to, try to take it to the next level. Do something else. You have the Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Two of Wands. This is a really good reading, Libra. I mean, this is like a wish or a dream come true. Of course, it's going to require work with the Eight of Pentacles here. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of focusing on one thing and making it happen. So that's definitely what I would do here with this Seven of Cups energy. I would be, making sure that you're focusing on one thing. When you think about it on a traditional Eight of Pentacles, did I say Eight of Cups? I'm sorry. This is the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like I've been saying the Eight of Cups, but this is the Eight of Pentacles. On a traditional Eight of Pentacles, he's just creating one type of pentacle, right? We don't know, but, there could be other types of pentacles in the tarot, and maybe we just don't know, right? So we have no clue. But he is only focused on one activity. He's focusing on mastering his craft. I feel like this reading is saying that you're going to be accomplishing a lot, but I would also kind of like maintain your focus at this time. Again, Nine of Cups, wishes. I do feel like there could be a wish or a dream come true, obviously, in this reading coming in for you. And the Two of Wands, this Nine of Swords. I'm telling you, like the second you leave a comfort zone, the second you leave something that you've been holding on to for a long period of time, I feel like your life is going to start moving very, very quickly here, Libra, with this energy, especially with that Nine of Swords. It's almost like, and the weird thing is, on this Knight of Swords energy, I am getting that, like, it's a lot of attention. I feel like there's going to be a lot of attention on you with that Knight of Swords, so I love it. You have the Three of Swords here. You have the Six of Cups. Again, definitely a lot of thinking about the past here, Libra, and I think that's your challenge this week. And you have the Ace of Cups. You're moving towards something greater. Again, if you're releasing a relationship, you have the Page of Cups here, so there's definitely new love coming in for you. Although, like I said, if I'm being honest, I feel that this reading is more a big picture reading. I feel like it's talking about your whole life. And like I said, I feel like the Three of Swords, the heartbreak with the Three of Swords, is just simply the fact that whatever change you're making, it's like you can't go back to the past. There is, it's like once you make the change, that's it. You're not going to be able to go backwards. So it's kind of like that nostalgia. I mean, I do feel like there are things like I can think of things in my life, like, there have been certain jobs that I've quit and I kind of regret it afterwards, but it's like, did I really regret it? Or, like, what was it? I get that type of feeling here, Libra, where it's like you're making a change. It's like after, you might have some regrets or some sadness, but it's like also at the same time, it's the right thing to do. I don't think this is like Five of Cups regrets, where it's like you're going to regret it. That's what the Five of Cups says to me. Although not even, because the Five of Cups can represent regrets, but there's something better behind him. And so, we'll have to see if the Five of Cups comes up here. But I do feel like you're letting go of something here. I am getting this, like, I would definitely be very careful of kind of like boredom here as well, especially like in work or career, or if you have a business. I feel like some of you could be, I almost have this like a little bit of a burnt out feeling, I guess I would say here, Libra. So I would just be careful of that, because again, it does look like kind of boring work with the Eight of Pentacles is what's popping into my head, especially in work or business. But there's something about this work being necessary, so I would keep moving forward here with this energy. For those who are looking for love, I feel like there are definitely options coming in for you here. You have the Page of Cups right here. So I do feel in your last row here that there could be love coming in for you. It could be love that leads to marriage as well with that Four of Wands. I feel like someone who is like somewhat similar to you with that Four of Wands for some reason. I feel like it's someone who's like going in the same direction you are in life. They have like, I don't think you have I wouldn't call this similar goals, but if you're looking for love, I feel like it's like you almost have complementary goals, let's put it that way. And it's almost like a very supportive relationship, which would be a good thing. So if you're looking for love, I feel this could be love coming in for you. It could be any sign. It could be an Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or Leo with the World card here. Could also be a Pisces or a water sign. Could be any sign. Again, this is just a general reading here, Libra. But I feel like it's someone who's very supportive. And I am getting something about, but it's not even that. Like, I feel like you support each other as well. So I have a weird story. I just have to say it. My deal with the universe is whatever pops into my head I have to say in these readings. So yeah, I mean, I feel like for some of you, it's like maybe you're starting an online business and it's like you find a person who works on websites or something like that. It's like the two of you kind of like help each other, but outside of love as well. That's just like one example, right? You could be trying to get healthy and it's like maybe you find a doctor, right? Or something, there's something about that popping into my head. Kind of weird message, but I have to say it, like I said. For others, this could be good for, I am getting just partnership, so this could be a business as well, where you could be finding a person where it's just like you kind of like blend well together, or you kind of help each other out in some way. So love it. You have the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Wands, and the Knight of Swords here. Again, your fortunes are changing very, very rapidly here, Libra, I would say. I feel like there's a lot of success coming in for you as well. I also get this sense on the Four of Wands that it's like something has been made just right. It's like you're the second sign this week that has had a very similar message to this. I'm trying to clarify the message in my head here, Libra, but it's like I feel like you're figuring out, not like a trick, I don't want to say a trick, but it's kind of like you're kind of having some sort of realization here. I almost get like judgment vibes here, where you're realizing like what you need to do to make something work. It's like one of those things, I don't know if you've ever like read a book 1,000 times before, and it's like it doesn't like hit you until time 1000, like what the book is trying to say. It's almost like that, where you just all of a sudden understand something that's been very difficult for you to understand. That's the feeling that I'm getting here. And again, the best way I could describe the feeling is it's almost like reading a book, or maybe there's like a complex subject you're trying to learn or have been trying to learn, and then it's like all of a sudden you figure out exactly how to understand it, or what it's trying to say. And I'm getting that message here. That's going to be important for one of you, I would say. For others, I feel that there's something that is like destined for you here that's coming in for you. Again, Wheel of Fortune is your destiny. Page of Swords could be an admirer or love that's coming in for you here, Libra. Six of Pentacles, again, someone who wants to put in the work. You have multiple sixes here. I love multiple sixes. To me, two sixes is really good. Three sixes is better. And, to me, multiple sixes is kind of confirmation on your path. It basically says that you're going like on a straight path towards your destiny with the Wheel of Fortune. And the Fool, very happy new beginning coming for you. This is a really good reading here, Libra. I feel like there's a lot of good stuff coming in for you. I also feel that, you're kind of like on the right path at this time. So I would just keep doing whatever you're doing, Libra, because this looks good to me. And I feel like there's a lot of success coming in for you here. So I like it. And there's like destiny coming in for you as well. Love it. So we're going to do, pick a card now. We're going to do cards 1, 2, and 3. If you don't have a 3, you can ask up to 3 questions in your head, of course, but we're going to do 1, 2, and 3. If you don't have any questions, I'm going to put those all together as well. For question number 1, Devil, I would say no. I feel like this is something to be avoided. Those are the words that are popping into my head, so I would say no. For question number 2, I would say no. 5 of Swords, walking away from something here, I would say no. And for question number 3, I would say yes, Magician, new beginning. For a lot of you, I do feel you could be walking away from something toxic over here, and it's like you're working your way towards a new beginning in love, but I would say it's with a new person. For others, I do feel like you feel like you've been poisoned for a very long time, almost like cursed, Libra. Especially for those of you who have, it's almost like, the words that I'm getting in my head, Libra, are there's no other explanation. So it's almost like if you have been struggling to get a job, I feel like you have like tried to fix everything that you possibly can to get a job, but it's almost like the only explanation is being cursed. I don't believe in curses, by the way, but what I will say is I feel like there's a new beginning coming in for you. So if you feel like you have been stuck or cursed, or if you feel like there is no other explanation, it's like you're going to be set free here as well. I'm also getting something about Austin. That could be a name or a location as well. It just popped into my head there at the end. Take it with a grain of salt. That might make some sense to some of you. I would say if you're having a new beginning in Austin or with Austin or something like that, I don't know, popped into my head. Could be Texas, could be anything. But there you go, Libra. Love it. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you this week. Also, feel free to like and subscribe. But thank you, Libra, and definitely enjoy your week.